you're going to want to thread the end of the rectangle piece, and that's why we purposely left a long tail. And then I just use yarn needles as pins. You can actually buy pins like in the sewing department of a craft store to hold things in place while you start sewing things together. We're going to lay his head where we want it, which is basically up against that, because that also helps keep it from moving around. And as far as sideways, it's pretty much centered with the purse frame. So we spin it around, hold that there, and then we're just going to figure out which row on his head this is going to line up with. And it's going to be right there. So I'm just going to pin this together. And I kind of want it on that row. Like that. We will eventually hide this little tail from the beginning of that square piece. This is just a lot of, keep looking at it, keep turning it around, making sure you like where it's going to be. And actually we can separate that and just work on this part for now. So again, find where this lines up, which is about there. And I'm just going around one of the posts on the head. And a bent yarn needle is way easier to use for this. And I'm actually using the seamless join technique for this, which basically makes it less noticeable that you attach two pieces. And I have a video on that, which I will link in the description. Always pull it nice and tight. Come back up in the same stitch you went down, creating that seamless join. Go back down, same spot. Come back up one over. So now you can see we attached the rectangle long ways this way to the back of the head. And now we're going to get the body, line it up again where we want it, which is like that. Turn it around. And now we're going to pin this down on the back side. Alright, so we left off with it still attached to the head. And now we want to get down to be able to sew this down to the purse. So I'm just going to do a few stitches just to work my way down further. And now you can see that I'm going to be getting the purse itself now. So I'm going to go all the way through. You're going to want to open this up. And now we are attaching the rectangle to the purse. So we can take that first pin out, come back through the purse, you will keep getting stuck on these little clasp things. So you see what we're doing here? Here was our head attached on the front. We spun it around. We attach the rectangle to the head, and we're sewing down this rectangle piece. We're going to go across like this and come up the top here. So we're basically going to weave this across here until we line up where the head touches the post here. Okay, you see where we're at? So basically we want this to come up like that, but we're going to go through the head like we did on the other side. Okay. So just like the other side, we came out through the head over here. We're going to go back in and through underneath the metal purse frame. And then we're going to tie it off on the inside. And hide the tail like usual. Cut that extra off. And then you have your head attached. If you have any questions, put it in the comments, email me. The email is in the pattern. And thanks for your purchase, and hopefully this video helped.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?